Hello. Right, I'll check if you can hear me. I don't know how many people will be here at this time, but this is what suits me. Because Love Island finally starts. And I'm going to take my bank cards out. I don't think, well, you never know with the technology these days. You probably can go through the. Oh, there we go. Right, I'll put them over there so I don't fucking lose them. That'll be fun. Yeah, I've been experimenting with an updo. I can't make up my mind. I do like it. I do like it. But it's like these bits are annoying. I might have to put them behind my. Right, so this was meant to be tomorrow, but I forgot and I filmed tomorrow myself and I filmed Saturday. So this is actually Sunday. And Sunday is the new moon. So it was all meant to be. So the new moon in Capricorn. So we're going to put the wee timer on and I'm going to be quite timely. So we'll put it for 15 minutes and I would like to go at 50 minutes. I'm not going to go away completely. I'm going to go away and come back and continue. I've got 3 hot water bottles. I've got one at my back. I've got one over there in my cardie. And I've got this wee tiny one, which is hilarious like that. Can you see how it's the size of my hand? Basically good for warm your hand. I thought it was like a bit bigger than that. It was meant to be for this thing. It's like I never use it, but it's like a strap that goes around your stomach and you can put the hot water bottle. I mean, it's just good if you're cold, but it's good when you've got your time and mums and that too. And it is still good to put in there, but it's funny how tiny it is. I've still been using it though, but quite good for this. So anyway, so I wouldn't have paid £6 for it if I knew it was that tiny though. Right, okay, so what have we got for Sunday? Now, when I'm saying, if you're new around here, when I'm saying this is for Sunday, this can really manifest whenever we're all on different timelines, kind of thing. But like I said, it is the new moon in Capricorn, so it will come through with the energies of that. So, and if you're not aware, after this, I'll be coming back to channel Sagittarius in the ninth house. So the ninth house is like learning, teaching, travel, amongst a few things, banter, having fun. And I'm shuffling the book when I'm shuffling them. That's quite funny. And yeah, and it can be anyone's, but we'll come back and do that when we come back. So, oh, you're very close to achieving your goal. So, in case we end up using that for the thumbnail. Oh, wait a minute, actually, I better put my things in just for people on the thing. I hope you're all doing well. I'll just put this in. Be bothered pissing them out trying to find it. Oh, I'm surprised that let me do that quick when my nails are that long. Right. So, what have we got for the new moon? So, you're very close to achieving your goal, whatever that goal might be. And the one that I've just filmed for, it's terrible. I can't even remember what Friday was all about. Can't even remember. But the one, they were kind of similar. The one that I filmed for Saturday was actually, they both kind of had things about, I would say serious communication. I would say hearts to hearts and important communication. That's what this weekend feels about. Whether that's between twin flames, karmic ending, like, having end karmic things, not always romantic, can be just putting your I would say putting your boundaries up with people, whoever that is, you might need to do that in your life with. Work is Capricorn, so it must be work for some people. Family, friends, things like that, because Capricorn is boundaries as well. So we'll do the usual spread I've been doing. So let's get an overall theme with a different deck though. Let's use this deck. So for this can't be for everyone. Use your fucking common sense and all that. But if this makes sense to you, it means the rest might. But there's always a wee bit of wisdom somewhere in it that you can take. This what have we got? Oh, how interesting. It's got the one with a man and a woman on it. Yes, you see, this is so if you're new to me, everything I do is channeling, clearing, healing energy. What I usually say there is meaning I could just sit here without the cards, but I would find it rather boring. I don't know about you, and the cards make it more interesting. So when I was saying it's about setting boundaries with anyone, that is backing that up because this is about codependency. Untangle emotional dependency. When love feels like survival, it's not love, it's fear. You're safe without the attachment. Yeah, I do feel that does follow on from the ones I've done for the next couple of days. So yeah, it feels like with this, there's something coming through about setting boundaries with people that might be a bit too in your energy. Now, and this doesn't need to be about shame and blame. If somebody's like too much invading your space, you've created an environment where that's okay. So now you just have to change it and be like, look, I know I was okay with this before. I'm not all right now. Like, I know you were just allowed to show up at my door without warning me, but actually, do you think you could text or something or call or could you ask? Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, so that must be someone's because that just sprang to mind right away. But it's like, just setting boundaries wherever it would apply. So wait a minute. Right. So I'm going to put that in the wee thing because that's what's on the bottom. That's like the theme. Let's see. Oh, face control issues. And that's Capricorn too. Trying to control others only limits your freedom. Let go of the need for control and trust in the flow. So, like I said, Capricorn can be about control along with Scorpio as well. So it's about where do you need to go with the flow a wee bit more? Whether you're male or female, where are you a bit too like it needs to go this way, it needs to go that way. I'm going to do this, and then that's going to happen. They'll do this, and I'll do this. You know what I mean? You don't know. Go with the flow. Be a wee bit more divine feminine, regardless your gender, and go with the flow. Be spontaneous. Take a leaf out of my book because I'm extremely divine feminine and a bit wild, and I just go with the flow. But as you see, like I can be very in my masculine too, especially with like the way I do a video every day, you know what I mean? But I mix it up with that kind of go with the flow energy too, right? Because I'm balanced, masculine and feminine. Right, okay, so what have we got for spiritual energy for whoever is connecting with this? Let's get, so these are quite hard hitting, but Capricorn is hard hitting energy. What is something on a spiritual level that where someone may be blocked that's watching this? Now, don't get your pennies in a twist. I don't usually say that, but don't get your pennies in a twist if you've already went through this. If you're like, that's what I went through ages ago, and it's not my block anymore. Damn it, that's cool, baby. It's someone else's. Okay, leave it for someone else. But or it's speaking about your past because it can be past, present, and future. So what have we got? We have, hey, oh, it's that one again. It's that one again. This came out the other night. That's so interesting. Look at all them. That's my thing. I always do that, but there's a lot of cards. Hello, Tini. How are you doing? I'm doing great, thank you. Hiding feelings. You need to express how you feel to the one you love to see how they feel in return. That's right. If you never let them know, you're never going to know. And then could be extremely sad stories and you let them go. And then you might bump into them sometime later on in life and find out you felt the exact same way. And then you've sent them off down into Karmicville and had a miserable relationship. Again, that reminds me of when I've channeled about normal people. Two people not miscommunicating and then getting into, well, he was in just a boring relationship. I mean, she was nice enough, but it seemed like boring, didn't it? And always thinking about her. And she was an extremely abusive one. So change the he and she, but you need to explain. Yeah, yeah. So I've just read it, but anyway, it was in the verse. So I feel this is in line with what I said. There's important conversations, hearts to hearts, communication, blocks being lifted, and it doesn't need to be for the actual new moon at the weekend. This can happen whenever. So what are we on now? Mentally, what have we got mentally? We have yes, it makes sense. Bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. So yeah, I really do feel sticking with that theme. It's like, it's interesting. There's a mixture of, it feels like if this is you or your person, remember it's, if it's neither, it isn't yours. So just whatever, but you can take, anyone can take this, take the bits and bobs that might resonate. It feels like somebody is setting boundaries with where they need to, or you've already done it in the past. And where you might be too controlling in certain areas and needing everything to go a certain way, you're loosening the reins and you're just being more spontaneous and going with the flow, or you're at least telling yourself you want to do that. And like on the spiritual level, you were hiding your feelings and you're ready to express them. That's how I would take that with that reverse. And so mentally, you're preparing yourself to bring love into a situation. So this feels like this is like a group of divine masculine, male or females that have worked through those blocks and hiding their feelings and set boundaries with the people they need to, however many people that is. So if this isn't you, or this doesn't sound like this is your person, and really you don't know unless you do know, it's not yours kind of thing. But we'll just push that aside. So bring love into the situation. Yeah, somebody wants to bring love into a situation. Someone wants to bring friendship too, because that's what Aquarius is. A fiery climax approaches. Keep it clean. But yeah, full moon in Aries. So Aries is passion. It's reminding me of the volcanoes again, they're erupting. It's it is anger as well, sacred rage. And remember, anger doesn't always need to be expressed in a really unhealthy, toxic way. You're allowed to be angry and express that without raising your voice, shouting, swearing, and all that. It's kind of like, so there might be something about, a bit I know what they're doing here. And because I caught Look Who's Talking, I actually watched Look Who's Talking and Look Who's Talking too. And I've said this before, but I love watching the dynamic of, I always loved it when I was wee, and I love watching it now. And I've said before as well, it actually from what I can fucking remember, but and it's not even like we weren't like that with each other a lot at all, but there were a couple instances. That's what I argue. That's what I have argued with my twin flame for. You know, it's a bit that kind of it's not really real, because if you see like they have quite an art and then it's like they make up and it's all, yeah, you just have to see it, see what I mean. It's like the chemistry. It's like when you've got that much chemistry with someone and you do think very differently, it can happen. And I always think that about them. And but whenever I use that example, if you resonate with this, it's like I would say the woman's like the masculine energy, and the one that's going with the flow is kind of the John Travolta kind of like the feminine energy, really. But the yeah, so there might be something about that too, and whatever else that means. But that's mentally as well. So however that fits. Right, okay, I'm going to just stick with this deck. I've done that for the one I've done before because I need to finish this when I. And I'm just trying to decide. I'm either going to go and I'm going to film. Nah, I don't think they want me to. I was maybe going to film Monday, but I'm just going to go into the live stream after that. Right, okay, so what have we got then? Spiritually, mentally, emotionally with this deck? Hold your vision, yes. So again, now I feel this is speaking to both people. If you are the feminine, hold your vision. Create your visions, one of my packages, and I don't need to explain the other visions, but yeah, hold your vision, divine feminine. I feel, but hold your vision, divine feminine, hold your vision, divine masculine. I feel I'm picking up on a collective of twin flames where your visions are actually beginning to align. So it's like where it might have felt like there's a bit of disconnect, I feel like actually you're both visualizing pretty much the same thing. And I'd referred to this in one of the videos I've filmed for over the weekend, but I had a dream. Like, I'm not going to tell you about a dream, so there's kind of not a lot of point me even telling you this. But I had a dream like last week sometime, and I didn't want to wake up, and like it just felt really real. And that's really all I can tell you. But yeah, I feel that was their way of trying to tell me that as well, like for this message. Right, what else emotionally? So hold your vision. Hold your vision. Hold. It's like Braveheart. Yes, because it's look, full moon and Scorpio, it's time to release negativity. Like wherever there has been heaviness, like pain, resentment, all the Scorpio kind of dark, shadowy things. Like it's time to transmute that with a conversation. And so remember, let go of time, and although this is for the new moon, this can manifest whenever. But I do feel that, like, for some people, this is, this is kind of near enough real time. But you can let me know. I would be interested to know. Prosperity lies ahead, and when you can do that, it's like you're aligning with that abundance. Because remember, that is what, put aside the twin flame thing. When you're aligned with your masculine and feminine energy, that is what creates abundance. 4 months already, wow. So you know what I mean? In an ideal world, like, I know it's, I go into the, let's actually, that they're making me talk about this because we're about to go into the money card, but it's like, it's not, I know it's not that easy for everyone, because like I said, I've been working doing this for 11 years, and but also I have got very up and down money placements in my chart, and I've got very mystical money placements too, meaning that my Neptune in Capricorn, my Jupiter in Capricorn, I'm like a good luck chart, a good luck charm, like making, that wasn't a very good Irish accent, was it? But it's like, I can make other people money like that, because I can listen to people's ideas and see, and then connect the dots where they haven't been able to see it. But then, but also, but even the fact that if I'm doing that in a session, someone's needed to pay to get that insight. You know what I mean? But not even that much sometimes, because if I'm doing the ones on here and it's not as much, you know what I mean? But it's, and people say all the time, whether it's a membership or sessions, it's like they do notice, oh, like my money came in like quite a bit after that, and that's not a coincidence. But it's like mine is a wee bit more connected to God in that sense of I don't know, like money just comes in right when I need it, and it's not. Oh, it's sometimes it's like right close to the bone kind of thing. But I get a weird kick out of it, just as well, because like I said, it is to do with my placements. But yeah, when you align your masculine, your feminine, it creates abundance. So for anyone that hasn't got those crazy money placements like me, that is generally how it go. Right. So in the physical, oh, the timer's already went off. Shit, I've got the alarm. It's on silent. That's fucking annoying. We'll put 3 seconds on. Right. So, um, oh, this happened earlier. I thought so. It's not the new moon in Capricorn, but it's the full moon. So, for the third time, I channeled this either in the live stream or a channel. I don't know because I haven't watched them back yet. But, like, and again, I think it's probably going to be like the last time I done it, and I'm going to end up not watching them. But I don't know. I might watch one of them. But I channeled this either in the live or in one of the videos that I've done, and it was like, do you want to be in the same place 6 months from now? Because it's the new moon in Capricorn for the day I'm filming this for, a Sunday. And 6 months roughly from then will be the full moon in Capricorn. So do you want your life to be exactly the same as it now? So for example, if you are stuck in a habit of overthinking, not like procrastination, not taking action with something, in this case, it would be love, but in business, setting boundaries with people you need to, friends, family, work colleagues, whatever. Do you want to be in the same position, or do you want to have actually be proud of yourself because you've done something about it? And okay, 6 months from now, you might not even be where you want to be, but you've actually made an effort and you've made a start, whether that's on your healing journey, whether that is with getting better at not people pleasing and setting boundaries. You know what I mean? I could go on and on and on. It'll be different for different people, whether that's savings, because money is Capricorn, like success, money, all that is Capricorn as well, your work. So definitely with work stuff, actually. Think about that, because that keeps coming through. I keep channeling. If this card keeps coming up, and it's because of that, it's like you've got a choice. You can decide to do something about it now, or you can stay stuck. And that goes for like what I said the last time as well. It's like, if you're stuck in a like cycle of self-sabotage or like victim mode or something, it's like there's so many different types of healing now, and quick ones too, because I'd said in this for one of the videos at the weekend, but it's because like newer people are finding me, and I had a session with someone that had found me not long ago and booked a session. That person didn't even realize that I was a therapist as well. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? It's I'm very good at boundaries in particular, like helping people set boundaries. And that's really good because I always attract people where there's lots of karmic energy around them where they're taking advantage. So yeah, I feel that's coming in there as well. It's like, it's a bit of tough love, basically, because with all these planets in Capricorn, remember this is the one for the Capricorn new moon. It's that's the tough love coming through. If you don't take personal responsibility, which is also Capricorn, like roundabout now, nothing's ever going to change. You're going to be stuck in the same cycle, in the same painful place because you've never done anything. If you take even just the smallest steps to change, it's going to change. Like nobody's going to do it for you, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? There's lots of people around you to help you, but and you know you're only going to do it when you want to do it. And some of you will have done it. You'll be like, I've already fucking made changes in this area. It's like that's great, but to bring it back to what this is about, it's about codependency. So untangling codependency and let it go in control. That's such a Capricorn message. Right. So what's a money message? Financial message, and then we'll get on the live stream. Have the courage to ask for and accept help, because you see that would be about letting go of control as well. I can do it myself. I can do it myself. I can do it myself. Oh, okay. Actually, could you help me? I'd really appreciate that. Thanks. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often, when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you're guided. And whenever I read that, I'm sure I get the same feeling. And it's like when I've said before, the help that comes to you isn't always financial help. It can be like finding someone like myself on here, whether you're on regularly or whether you're just a random that finds it, because randoms can then become soul family. You found it for a reason. That is like abundance too, because it's like, you know, sometimes I'm doing free cards and that free message could change your life. It's happened for fucking years when I've been doing these things that people have been like, oh, my back pain of 20 years is just fucked off. Do you know what I mean? Like and Renee's wasn't quite like that, but I mean, she'd be able to say it did. That's the review. I use that fairly often. I put it in the post today. That was like a I don't even think it was 5 minutes. It was a few minutes on one of these. And I was just reading the cards because I send the healing and the light codes, the prayers when I do that it shifted quite a significant amount of pain at her back. And then her creativity, she noticed her creativity flourish and everything. And that's why I love when people let me know, because it's like, you know, other people might not believe that that is the case if they haven't experienced it for themselves. So it's good for others to know that. And obviously, it's good for my business, because if that is a message, a quick message on here, can you imagine how you feel after a session? And also, Renee's the person that lost like a stone of weight after we spoke. But that's because it's connected to, you know, that's how much energy was released and it needed to be, you know what I mean, in that way. So shouldn't even need to do a 7-day fast to lose the stone. And if you're new around here, it's because I just lost that. Except it fluctuates. So I think I've gained like half of it back or something, but it's still fine by me. Right, so have a lovely happy new moon, but don't go anywhere if you've got time, because where the fuck are the rest of those cards? Oh, there. Because I'm going to come back. Oh, these are really annoying me. I'm going to try and persevere. Because I'm going to come back and I'm going to channel. So wait a minute. If it's going to be 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, I'm going to go in the memory. So I'm going to go. I'm just going to check before I get off this live stream. I've got my alarms, so hopefully I don't ignore. So let's just change that to 7:25. So yeah, I'm going to do that for a couple hours, and then I'm going to go in the membership at 7:30 UK time, so a couple hours from now. So that means that, my God, the maths is too much, guys. The math ain't mathing. 8, 25. Yeah, that's actually quite good. And then I'll get out the membership latest. And then I've already had a bath. Yeah, I just need to chuck my jammies on and watch Love Island. Perfect. Perfect if it goes to plan, mind you. Not everything. Oh, yeah, see, so I will take the guidance from this to let go of control. Let go of control. Do you know what I'm guided to do before we end this, right? Let's do a tapping. Let's do a tapping card. So are you staying with me for the next one, Denise? So if you've never done EFT tapping before with me or with anyone, but it's a different experience with me because I'm me and I don't know. I just weave in everything that I do with it, but I think it can be quite funny when I do it. But although it's still quite funny, and remember, Sag Moon right now is about being funny, and I am a Sag Moon, people still get the healing from it. So, but you can do these one-to-one with me, and they'd actually probably be, to be honest, really quite serious because you'd tell me what was your issue, and these are some of my quicker sessions. You tell me what your issue is, and then yeah, we can incorporate the cards and do a bit of tapping. But if you've never done it before, I'll show you. So give us a card. It'd be funny if it's one about abundance. And I've not forgot, I was always going to do a playlist with like grounding things with these. And like I have got on my list to do. I didn't manage to get it done today. But hopefully I think I'll be, because I'm saying it, I'll try to get that done tomorrow. Because I think it'd be good in these times. Right. Oh, no, I like that one. So I quiet my mind and listen to my heart. That's so cool. That was like, do you know what's another really weird synchronicity, right? Usually when I see this, I would say you might either going to be seeing a heart-shaped stone, right? Somewhere on the beach or something, particularly on the beach, because this is on the beach. But that was actually me today. And I do find heart-shaped stones all the time. I nearly put that up in the post, but I didn't because I don't know if other people will be able to see what I see. Because often the case that people can't, but I might put up another time. But it wasn't that spectacular. It was more just the shape because when I picked it up, it wouldn't look like that, but it looked like a heart to me. So I quiet my mind and listen to my heart. But also, I got up to see the sunrise today. I don't plan on doing it any other morning. Like I just happened to do it because I go at all different sorts of times. And it was a bit of an underwhelming one. Although the picture was quite art. I don't know if it's art deco, but it was quite arty. I thought it was quite cool. But yeah, so let's do it. So you tap the side of your hand, okay? And you repeat after me. You can say it out loud if you want, but you just need to listen. Even when my mind is busy, I choose to tune in to my heart's wisdom. My hubby is watching on the live as well and just subscribe to you. Oh, great. Thank you very much. That's great. So keep tapping on the side of your hand. We'll do another one. Even when my mind is busy, I choose to tune in to my heart's wisdom. Right? Now on your eyebrow, I release mental chatter. I'll look you in the eye. I release mental chatter. I release mental chatter. That's very in line with what we've just filmed, or I think it was maybe for the day before, which you won't see for a couple of days. Side of the eye, and I create space for inner stillness. I create space for inner stillness. I create space for inner stillness. Under the eye, I breathe deeply and center myself. I breathe deeply and center myself. I breathe deeply and center myself. And because that just brought that to my awareness, let's just do that for a minute. Breathe in through your nose, telling yourself relax. And breathe out through your mouth, telling yourself release. Breathe in through your nose, telling yourself relax. Breathe out through your mouth, telling yourself release. Under the nose. This is my favourite. I pause to hear my heart's message. I pause to hear my heart's message. And because I can't help myself, right, we're just going to interrupt this for a minute. Imagine a cloud of sagey mist, like a wee tornado above your head, swirling about, and it goes over your upper chakras, down over your head, over your throat, down over your body, over your legs, down over your knees, which are about worthiness, and you're worthy, down out for your feet. Roots of the tree grow down, 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 all the way down to the bottom of Mother Earth, however you imagine that to be. Cut the cords of fear, lack, and negativity, the old earth. With Archangel Michael, letting go of the pain, but keeping the lessons because it makes you who you are. And connecting to the new earth of peace, calm, abundance, balance of your inner masculine and feminine, pulling up that energy, setting your own personal intention. And I've just realized they're making me do that because this is the one for the new moon. So whether I might make it unlisted again and then release it, or I'll just keep it out. But that's why it just shows you how, the kind of heaviness that people will be fearing as well, feeling, but yeah, fearing at that time. So I will try and get that grounding playlist done. But if not, at least you've got this. So, and I'm just going to set a general intention that we're pulling up from the new Earth frequency, the highest timeline that each and every one of us are able to handle at this time and as a collective. And that we set our goals for the whole year. It's a good one to set your goals for the whole year, for the quarterly, for 6 months, and definitely the 6 months thing. Think about what do you want to bring about in the next 6 months so that you're not in the exact same place you are now. Even if you're happy, it's always good to set goals. Okay, so open your eyes if you closed your eyes. I don't think I even said close your eyes. So, but in case anyone went in a bit of a trance, I'm going to count from 10 to 1. And when I get to 2, you're going to think about opening your eyes if you even closed them. When I get to 1, you're going to open your eyes, wide awake, feeling refreshed and back on the live. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Think about opening your eyes. 1, open your eyes, wide awake, wide awake. You might think, I don't think there's any need to do that. Trust me, there is. Some people go to sleep like that. I'm not even meaning them to. So, under the mouth, my heart holds my deepest truths. My heart holds my deepest truths. Although I actually tell the world quite a lot on here. Not everything, though. It reminds me of Titanic. A woman's heart is as deep as the ocean. And you're not getting to know the rest. So, collarbone. And I allow it to lead the way. And I allow it to lead the way. Under the arm, I quiet my mind. I quiet my mind. I quiet my mind, damn it. Quiet your mind. Top of the head. And listen to my heart. Listen to your heart when it's calling your name. I know you're going. Listen to your heart. Roxette. Right, okay, so free and freeze the Empress. Don't know about you, but I'm a motherfucking Empress. I don't know this is motherfucking, but so wait a minute. Right, okay, so we're having way too much fun on this. Too much fun for a new moon in Capricorn. That's a bit serious. But like I explained in one other video, my 10th house Capricorn energy is actually in Leo. So that's why I kind of jazz it up a little bit with the Leo. So yes, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'm going to come back in a second on another live stream. So I just said that to my hubby that he might get hypnotized. Yes, don't mean to, but you know, it's just the hypnotic voice. Right. Okay, so if you're coming back, I'm just going to jump off and jump on again. So happy new moon in Capricorn. I hope that serves you. And I'll see you in a minute if you are joining me live. Oh,